How to trust the mission that you have been given. My name is Elise Falzone. I'm your spiritual sage. Good to see you again. Today, we are going to dive into a 3-step process that is going to help you actually trust this mission that you've been given, this artistry, this creation, this inner nudge that you're so excited to take these action steps on, but you're kind of floating in this. How do I trust it? How do I trust myself to actually take these actions? How do I trust myself that this is something that I should do something with or not? Here's the thing. Here's the little secret that I want to let you in on. If it is something that comes into your mind or into your heart or into your gut, it's for you. I will never create art the way that you create art. You may never dance the way that I like to move and dance. I will never speak with the same exact tonality in my voice as you. We are all these unique individuals with unique missions. Yes, they weave together. Yes, we are all one big, beautiful family of humanity. But one thing that I love about our humanness, right? We have our spiritual selves. I love about our humanness is that we can choose to express ourselves in the way that we want to do it. And so I'm going to lean in one more time and say, if the idea comes to you, whether you're journaling or you're taking your run down the street or in some other way, when that download hits, when that inner whisper happens, that is an invitation for you to lean in. Whether you choose to take action or not is up to you. But part of learning how to trust in yourself and trust that this mission has been given to you is to practice leaning in and to practice taking action. So let's talk about step number 1. Okay. Step number 1 is actually paying attention to those whispers, to those hits. Some of you get very loud voices or get very loud sensations in the body. And you know that something, a higher power is speaking to you. Some of you might be going about your business, and there's someone just gently, and when I say someone, I mean like an energy, right? An energy, the idea, the book that you've had in the back of your mind. It just keeps tapping you on the shoulder. So step 1 is listening to those cues, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition. And when it taps you on the shoulder, when it whispers in your ear, this is an opportunity to write it down. Don't let it come and then let it go. At least get it onto paper so you can literally see it on paper that there is something that is trying to be said to you. You are being invited in. You're being invited closer to your mission. So write it down immediately so it doesn't let it slide, okay? From there, you want to take an immediate action. So step number 2 is immediate action, right? This is the embodiment piece. We're in an embodiment moment here. Okay. So in that embodiment moment, we want to take action. It helps to solidify. It also lets the universe know, oh, they heard me. Let's go ahead and bridge that gap even closer to this mission. So an action step could be very simple. It could simply be, let's take this book example. Let's say that you want to write this book. Okay. So under the second step of immediate action, we're going to embody writing a book. So maybe writing a book is researching options on how might you publish it when you write this book. Maybe when that little whisper or tap on the shoulder comes about writing the book, maybe that night you sit down and you set a timer for 30 minutes and you just write without attachment to what is going to come out. But it is an inspired action. The action is embodied. You're bringing the idea, that download, and actually creating an action point with it. Okay. So this is so important in this flow because what does it do? It builds trust. Not only is it building trust with you and the universe, you and spirit, you and God, you and that relationship of greater power. But also, you're building the relationship of trust with yourself. So, step 3 is noticing the proof. And what I mean by that is you can literally ask yourself, what proof did I witness today? What proof did I experience today that I am moving in the right direction, that I am moving on the path that feels good, that I am moving on this path that is moving towards this mission? So, proof would be 30 minutes after you write, you have 30 minutes of writing that you hadn't had yesterday, last week, the week before. Okay. Proof would be, wow, I see that people self-publish all the time and I can do this. Proof would be you made a phone call, somebody answered and gave you some information about editing potentially. Okay. So those are the proof moments. For some of you, proof is going to come in the form of after I wrote my 30 minutes for my book tonight, I felt something really alive in my heart. And in that aliveness, that is proof that there is living, breathing energy driving you towards this mission. It may not always look like giant leaps. Some days it's going to. Some days you're going to get to look at this side, and you're going to get to make the bridge in between where your actions become the stepping stones. And that can feel really scary. But just know that if you follow these, listen to those downloads, listen to your intuition, listen to those heart palpitations or those tummy butterflies. Listen, take immediate inspired action, and then look and chart your proof. If you do that over and over and over again, you will look back and be like, I am so proud of myself. I just did that. And through that process, you are going to build trust. Because when we see physical proof, we just trust more, right? Sometimes believing before we see it is hard. But I'm asking you to not just believe it before you see it, but take the action so that you have proof that you've done the thing and proof that you're growing and proof that it's happening. So I cannot wait to hear how these 3 steps on repeat go for you. Feel free to message me. Shout me on social media _awaken your soul. I would love to be a part of this process with you and see how your trust begins to expand and grow. I am sending you so much love and have an amazing, beautiful day. Peace.